Powers Hamburgers, the little black and white Art Deco building on Harrison Street, has been providing memories and a lot of hamburgers to the Fort Wayne area since 1940. Started by brothers Leo and Dale Powers, this building is as retro hip now as it was modern when designed.
Actually, I don't consider myself more of an owner. I consider more of myself as a caretaker. It's the way I got to look at it. There's such a strong tie between the Powers Hamburgers and Fort Wayne.
Oh, you could smell it long before you got there. And it just drew you in. Come get a hamburger and onions. Powers is an institution like Coney Island. Everybody knew it.
Assuming our math is right in our calculations, we've served probably close to 25 million of those little onion burgers.
When I was in high school, we used to walk over there to have lunch. And when I worked downtown, later on in years, I used to go over there.
We didn't go in there and set. We usually went in to get the carryouts, you know. Like if you're having a party, it was nothing to get on there and get 4 or 5 sacks of, you know, of their hamburgers and take home for different parties or different get-togethers that you have.
It's the place that my father and I always went on Friday night. Why, I don't really know, but that was the place that we always went. And the neighborhood smells the same today that it smelled probably in the 1940s. But it's an interesting context because you have the Lincoln Life building across the street, you have the federal courthouse, and then you have a building that, for a very different spectrum of society, is a very important building right there on the corner. It's amazing that it has survived the onslaught of parking lot construction in town. But it's substantially the same building that was built in 1940.
Everyone's had one of those onion burgers at some point. You drive down Harrison Street, even any day of the week, and there's that overpowering power smell. And it's one of those things that's, from a preservation standpoint, it's one of those things that really truly is part of Fort Wayne. It's something that's just sort of in all of our senses if you live here in Fort Wayne.
I get people all the time though saying that they've gone home and they know exactly what we use. They've tried them at home. They can't duplicate them. A lot of people think there's some kind of like a secret recipe or something, a family guarded secret. Actually, there's not. I don't know how we do it, but we just do it. I've had them I've taken to Oregon, Texas, Florida. I've even had one go overseas. I can't remember the country now, but at the time I was thinking, God, we're now international. I've got a couple up in Minnesota who come down here and order like several dozen at a time, and we'll take them back up with them and store them in their freezer and just warm up and eat them for the next 6 months or so. I've had someone move down to Florida and get married, and then they moved down there. Dad was calling them up, hey, anything we can get for you? You need anything? They're like, yeah, we want some Powers hamburgers. So they came down here, got a couple dozen, and shipped them.
It would be difficult to imagine the corner of Harrison and Brackenridge without the 24-hour diner. The smell of grilled onions and their trademark squares of hamburger are a part of Fort Wayne. Powers truly belongs to all of us.